There are words that every business floats around today. Change, flexibility, adaptability, new, transformation. You know, these are good words. They're words that relate to the world in which we live in today. Things are changing faster. We have to be more adaptable. We have to be more flexible. And we have to do transformation. We look at a number of large and small HR organizations going through what they call transformation. But what that often means is they change one thing. They implement an HRIS system. They train some HR people. They change an HR practice. They change the team that governs the organization, and they call it a transformation. Not true. We've done a lot of work with HR departments as they go through the process of transformation. What we've discovered is there's a 4-step model, and the 3rd step is the most critical, of really doing transformation well. Let me walk through it. 4 questions: why, what, how, and who. Why? Step 1. Why are we doing transformation? What are the external business realities and the internal consequences of those realities? Why is HR transformation happening in the business context in which we operate? What are the external realities in our environment? Regulation, fuel prices, recession, growth, demographics, technology. All of those external factors give a rationale as to why transformation is critical. The world is changing. HR must change as well. What? What does transformation mean? The premise here is that transformation is not what we do, but it's what we deliver. Transformation is not an activity, it's the outcome of the activity. If we are going to transform human resources, what we've got to focus on is not the activities that we do and do them better. We have to focus on the outcomes of those activities. For example, in the 90s, we talk a lot about what % of our managers got 40 hours of training? What schools did we recruit at? What's our pay for performance system? All of those are great activities, and they're important. But transformation means not just what we did, but what we accomplished because of what we did. And so our focus on HR transformation is what are the outcomes? What's the value that we create because we do good transformation? If we hire people, what happens to the company? What capabilities, what deliverables for HR, and what does the company get because we've done good HR? Transformation is measured not by the activities, but by the outcomes of the activities. A good salesperson is not just measured by how many calls he or she makes, but by whether those calls result in sales. HR transformation is not just measured by how many people we hire, how the HRIS system is set up, or how we change governance. It's measured by the results. Why is the business context? What are the outcomes? How? How do we go about doing HR transformation? In this step, there's 3 parts. When we think about human resources, there's 3 things we can transform. One is the HR practices, the way we treat people, hiring, training, developing, moving our people. The way we manage performance, compensation, rewards, and benefits. The way we manage communication, sharing information from top to bottom, inside out, side to side. And the way that we manage work, how we govern work, how we build processes, and how we manage teams. The HR practices can be transformed when they align with strategy and deliver outcomes. The second thing we can transform is the HR department. How do we govern and structure HR? How do we build centers of expertise? How do we build service centers? How do we build technology? And we govern differently. And third, we can transform the HR people. Do we in HR have the skills and knowledge to do the work that we need to do? The bar on HR has been raised, and we have to respond. HR transformation, why do we do it? The business. What do we do? The outcomes. How do we do it? The practices, the department, and the people. And finally, who does HR transformation? This is one of those great paradoxes in HR. HR transformation is a shared agenda. Line managers care about it because good HR transformation will give them what they need done. It will create value in executing strategy, building shareholder value, and serving customers. And HR professionals care about it because the HR professionals will build a function that responds to increased expectations. So the who is shared between line and HR. HR transformation, 4 simple questions. Why we do it, what we deliver, how we do it, and who does it.